Hello and welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Cue the Review. Of course, yours truly, Mario, and the true professional as always, and not letting his emotions get in the way. Zach, how you doing, man?
What did we just watch?
I have no idea, but it's gonna be a blast talking shit about it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna hide it. This movie was a piece of dog shit, insane. You saw our last review. I tell you right now, My Little Pony was better than Geostorm.
This film was fucking exhausting, dude.
It was a fucking job.
I
to watch
really,
this.
really wish I had watched My Little Ponies after this, because that would have made this day one step up instead of 5 steps down into hell.
Oh my god, man. Okay, so, as you all know, if you've seen the trailers or really anything having to do with Gerard Butler, so of course we have this new technology. In the world 2018, may I add, This is when it all happens. The whole world gets together that quickly to create a satellite and a network of satellites that will be able to control the weather caused by the horrible effects of climate change. Now, if I were to tell you anything else about this movie, that sounds fantastic.
That's a great plot right there. Just leave it at
Yeah,
that.
it's the perfect elevator pitch.
Yeah.
But no! No. Oh my god, I feel like whatever the length of this is not enough to just tell you how insanely dull and horrible this movie is. Even what it sets out to intend, like I said, it can intend to be just a fun, disaster movie with really no sense of plot or direction or dialogue of any kind.
Which I can
We've
get
seen
behind.
those.
Yeah.
They're fun for the most part, but it even fails in that of itself. It's more of a disaster movie than a disaster movie. it's atrocious.
It is so disastrous. The whole fucking time. This is an hour and 50 minutes, and I would say an hour and 49 minutes is them explaining how this dumb fucking machine works.
Yeah, if you're in it for the special effects and the scene of destruction,
Still don't watch it.
Yeah, it's not worth it because everything is in the first 10 minutes and then the last half hour. That's where everything is. The gap in the middle, which I slept for half of it, is basically a political / spy thriller that doesn't really work on any single level. Gerard Butler, dude, he's on a downward spiral. Like, the guy, he's been coming up
This
in
was
some,
his,
some poops lately.
He's going to Las Vegas after
Yes,
this.
I know.
He's done.
He needs it. Yeah, he's going down the way of Ryan Reynolds, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yes, so the dialogue is laughable. There's not a single
fucking
line
terrible.
that sounds like a human being is speaking
my
to
God.
one another.
It is so... It's either really bland,
It's bland.
or
as hell,
it
yeah.
just sticks out like a sore thumb. Like, there are just scenes where, a character will say something out of the fucking blue, no context. Like, at the very end when, the fiance is, runs up to Gerard Butler, I'm your brother's fiance. Oh, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Why would you, I just went through all that shit, and that's okay. And the relationships are so terrible, too. Not enough. Speaking of, the brothers, that relationship,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, portrayed
Fiance.
by good old Jim Sturgis, portrays Max in this movie, opposite of Gerard Butler's Jake.
Yeah.
Even the names are horrible.
Yeah, they're
They sound like
fucking
cartoon names, dude.
simple, fucking white-ass
I know,
names,
man.
man. Jesus. Most basic, just Joe Schmo and just...
I know, man. Ed Harris portrays the villain with Andy Garcia as the president. So, Ed Harris is his chief of security, I would say.
Ironically.
Yes, may I add, so the whole point, and I'm going to spoil this for you, it's dog shit. If you're going to be like, oh my god, don't spoil Geostorm, go to hell. If you watch this, it's basically Ed Harris is trying to be the president by creating a giant geostorm that will kill enough people,
Everybody.
basically, after they're all together. So it's basically a gala or something, some gala full of politicians. He wants to kill them all off so that way he can become president with nobody competing in line. Now, if that doesn't sound like a foolproof plan to me, if you want to be president, That's the way to do it.
Just wipe out humanity, and then you'll be president.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because you'll rule over the great stuff that's left.
I mean, like, they just did not think this. He didn't think this through.
No,
The
man.
writing didn't think this through. Like, there's so many tremendous plot holes just over and over again, and this glaze
Yeah.
right over, and you're like, well, okay, fine, whatever. Like, just next thing, and it's so hard to get into it because you're so exhausted trying to figure out how everything interconnects.
This movie is fighting you in every
in
step of the way.
every step of the fucking way, and eventually, halfway through, I give up.
Yeah.
Not even then. I don't even think I made it halfway through this film, and I knew it was gonna be complete dog shit. I just could not get into it.
No, the minute I knew that it was gonna be shit was when they introduced Gerald Butler and his daughter, and how they have the most awkwardest, most unrealistic relationship
know.
ever. Like it's one of those things where it can work if you do it right, but it's
The
kind of
dialogue
where
was not there.
the daughter is more adult than Gerard Butler, and
Yeah.
she's kind of like telling him like, no, you got to do this, be a man and everything, but it just doesn't work. And I mean, as long as we're just going on and on about these characters, yeah, there was not a single character that I felt anything positive about. Like they're all just full of really cartoony dialogue and just
Yeah.
like plot holes worth of of what they would call a narrative. I mean, just what I'm thinking in terms of like goofs. I remember when they were saying when they're first figuring out that the actual satellite is being controlled by somebody in terms of as a weapon. Instead of sending a team of professional scientists, they send out one guy, just one guy to check this out. And we're talking about a satellite that's like the size of a small town. Like it's huge.
The whole International Space Station.
Yeah.
One dude.
And even Gerard Butler, who built the fucking thing, doesn't know where shit is.
Oh, I know. And he's like walking around. Like that was the
I
one
know.
reason. The
one
one
reason they
reason he
took
went
him
up
there.
there. So he knows every little thing about this machine. Where's the server room?
I know he's trying to find the
Oh
server room
my
and he ends up like in the
God.
closet.
God damn.
I know you might as well open the door and find someone taking a dump. Where's the servers? Ah!
Also, there's just like no respect for him. Like as soon
Oh,
as he gets
yeah.
on the plane, who the fuck is this American?
I know, right? Well, at least that character was semi-hateable in a good way. So
Yeah.
because he was just acting douchey. But yeah, for how contrived this plan is, the villains are not at all even remotely interesting. Because I mean, you can say sure they made characters who are trying to like figure out like this whole conspiracy revolving around
Yeah.
just trying to weaponize the satellite. It is so boring and dull that it's not even edited correctly, I would say.
No.
Because I mean, like I said, the good action scenes are in the first and last bits, but this whole gap in the middle, it's just people talking, and it's not even remotely interesting, or even the exposition is not interesting.
Yeah, nothing like I don't care about the little tidbits that they show, and you just don't give a shit about anything. Yeah, anything that they're talking about, you're just like, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Like this isn't moving us forward. Like I just felt like I was in like watching a TV show. Like,
Yeah, it
for
felt like
most
a
of it.
pilot, like a really, really,
Really
bad
long
pilot.
Really long.
Yeah, and I mean, sure, we're already talking about the dialogue and the writing, but Mario, how are the special effects, the disasters, those explosions? I want my explosions.
Oh, they
those
were
are
special.
shitty too.
They were
those are
special.
those are some short bus explosions right there. But yeah, no, this is just to show you how much the budget was 140 million, right?
They should have.
I don't know where that money went.
Fuck.
It certainly didn't go into hiring any of the actors. It didn't go into the score, the special effects.
The writing.
Yeah,
anything.
it's I don't know what the hell they did with that money. Maybe it was reshoots, because I did heard that they did a lot of reshoots after this. But yeah, I guess to show you, not even the studio has any hope in it with already a high budget that the movie fucked up on. It was moved around to make space for Batman v Superman, and then it was moved again when it was about to be in the place of the Jungle Book.
Mhm.
So it just shows you, man, that they just threw it up and it was just a shit on the wall, and they were hoping it wouldn't smear too much.
No, it didn't smear all
It
over the
smeared
place.
like a motherfucker, man. It was just so. The best way I can describe this is boring. It's there's no other better way to put it. It was mind-numbingly dull and boring.
There was not one scene, one line of dialogue, or anything that I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." Like that's, and also, we watched it in 3D,
Yeah, I don't know why.
every shot was
Shots
2D.
that would have looked amazing if they were done right in 3D.
Right, but they
When
all
there's
look...
stuff flying all over the place, but there's none of that.
Yeah, like, they were trying to do, like, a gravity kind of thing, and it just did not pan out well for them at all. That was another huge fucking plot hole. Is like, the self-destruct doesn't stop after
I
you
know.
boot the whole thing down. How the fuck? Like,
Yeah, to add a little context, they're actually... And so the guy who was actually using the thing as a weapon also activated the self-destruct sequence. Gerard Butler says there's no way to get rid of that because I did this just in case it falls to the earth. So instead of having just one solid, actual satellite fall to the earth, sure, that would be fucked up. I want to spread it out a bit. I want, I want to get the bits and pieces out there.
So many fucking design flaws. It's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. And I didn't understand any of the motivation for anyone who helped him.
No.
Like, why would you help this guy destroy the world?
Yeah, he is really a big dick in the movie. The whole first scene of the movie is all about explaining how Gerard Butler is a loose cannon.
Yeah.
He's a bad boy. When he's talking up to all of those politicians who are trying to take him down. Yeah, no, he just comes up like an asshole.
Pretty much. That scene, I can get behind that scene if that carried through with the rest, like that rebellious scientist, like we've all seen
But
that,
you don't get that.
But you don't get that for the rest of the film. You're like, oh, you're just really just fucking annoying.
I know.
The entire fucking time. And I thought there was just like these character dynamics that I thought were going to go further with him and the German lady. Is that Sarah?
Yeah, Abby Komish, I think,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know, man. They're all so forgettable.
They're all... God damn. This is an exhausting film. Just all and through, just a really fucking dumb film. And we didn't really touch upon the director, but this is his first film, and all he's done is produced and written, and it really, really shows. Like, there's no directive to this film or to the acting. Like, everyone is all over the place. They don't seem to have a clear idea of what's going on. It's really hard to get into it in that aspect as well. And I don't know who wrote it either. We didn't.
Yeah, so we have
We didn't
Dean
want to-
Devlin. No, he wrote it too. So he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna double down on two things I don't have any experience with. I'll fucking half-ass two things. But yes, I know he either written or
Probably
produced Independence Day, Godzilla, all of those disaster movies by Roland Emmerich, who, no matter what you say, Roland Emmerich can make a good disaster movie.
Yeah.
Like, it is a very much turn off your brain kind of movie, but it's still entertaining. I don't know what he got from here, man, because, I mean, those special effects were like PlayStation 2, trying to destroy a city.
Dreadful. I mean, he must have just thought, I'm seeing these, I have the money for them.
Yeah, I can
do
recreate them
it.
perfectly.
And that did not pan out very well for him. I don't wish this upon many people, but I really hope he gets shut down after this. I really hope or this goes back
Dude,
just to producing, dude. I'm not trying to shut him down, but
Yeah, I know he's gonna
this is
direct
not your thing.
one more movie, but I wouldn't put it past the studio, because, I mean, this
Yeah.
made $13 million on a $140 budget for its opening weekend. Yeah, so that's a lot of money.
My Little Pony made more.
Was this produced by Sony or TriStar?
Sony.
It was Sony.
Sony and
Damn,
Rat Pack,
dude.
I think.
Sony is getting some
They're
stinkers out there.
Yeah, they are not doing well
They're
right
not
now.
doing so
I
hot.
don't know what
Damn.
happened, who took over as manager,
Yeah.
but I would take a different directive, Sony. This
Goddamn, dude.
pro tip.
I know, man. They already lost Spider-Man. There's not a whole lot that they can lose now.
Oh man, I forgot about that. Fuck.
Yeah. Well,
Damn,
technically,
guys.
they didn't lose them. They did borrow the rights, but again, Sony is not going to do anything with that property as far as I'm concerned. There's rumors, but nothing.
It's not gonna happen.
Major.
And if it does, it's not gonna be what we want.
Yeah, and I mean, wasn't also the Emoji Movie Sony?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Sony too?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, that.
I can
Is it?
swear that was Sony.
I swear that was DreamWorks.
No, I don't think it was DreamWorks. But regardless, man, goddamn this movie.
Really, just go fuck yourself.
I know,
This
man.
movie.
I can't think of a single positive thing. The score was not good. The special effects were shitty.
Completely.
Even if the special effects were shitty, I would have enjoyed it more if it was just if it
Showed
just
more.
Yes, no, if it was just truly graceful and just wore its "I don't give a fuck" badge truly to itself, and just made it entirely about the disasters. If we just saw explosions and just just wreckage everywhere, but no, there's probably maybe like a full 10 minutes within like a 2-hour movie of actual destruction.
Yeah, more or less.
And may I add, a hilarious chase sequence that happens in between one of these. There's an actual gunshot and chase sequence when everything is going down in the middle of Miami, when there's like hell.
Where they try to go all Kingsman on their ass. Really, motherfucker? Like, there's no fucking time for this.
I know, even the storm is like, fuck you. It just blows with lightning.
It's so fucking funny. There's only... That was decently funny, but there was only one scene, one shot where I died in laughter. And that was the fucking guy in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of a desert, on a fucking camel.
Just the fucking tidal wave.
Looks behind him. Fucking tsunami.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
I felt so bad for that.
In that 1 second, I felt more for that one character than I did for any of the others, man.
Oh, yeah. I was more invested in that goddamn camel.
I know, right?
Any of this.
I know. That guy and that camel had more character development and more of a genuine chemistry than any of the other, even brothers and relationships in these scenes.
That was the true brothership
right
there.
Right?
That camel and that man. Those are true brothers.
I know, that's Oscar material right there.
Oh my god. I can't anymore with this fucking film, man. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna toss the torch towards you to do the first review for this fucking masterpiece.
Alright, so you already covered how shitty this movie is in terms of everything. Everything.
Literally.
It's not bad, and this is its major fault. It's not bad to the point where even how horrible it is, it's entertaining. It didn't make me feel anything. I just felt numb throughout. I really got insanely sleepy throughout biggest chunk of spy thriller that was in the middle. But what hurt me the most, man, is that there's a whole lot of potential what you can do with the premise in terms of what possibilities that might take you in. And even if you don't want to be smart about it, it could still make a really fun movie. And this just missed the mark by galaxies of length. How about this? I'm going to tell you right now, I would much prefer a movie was insulting than boring. Because I can get something out of that. I can get a reaction of any kind. This, it just felt like cardboard standouts of actors that were trying to act human, that these disasters that were not even that great looking. I'm going to tell you, half of the shit that you see in the trailer is what the actual disasters are in this movie. It was just atrocious, man. I really can't think. I am actually trying really hard to think of one positive thing to say about this movie. But yeah, there was not a drop of heart in it. Nobody put any effort. I can tell you, Gerard Butler's career is really in a really bad tailspin. He's
in a really bad position right now.
His career is the perfect storm of bad movies right now. And even Ed Harris, who usually is really good and stuff, he was portraying a really silly character, and I feel like if he goofed it up a bit more, it would have been more enjoyable. But yeah, even the motivations for why anything happens here in this movie make you go, what the fuck? On its most basic level, it's not even a watchable movie. I don't know what the movie was like before the reshoots, because they just wasted a hell of a lot of time and money. I can tell you, not even like overseas, where all these movies do so well, it already looks like people are getting tired of the genre in general. Like, people are kind of getting over it. It's just a combination of bad things. Just the studio having no hope in it, the actors not giving a shit, the story not even being there, and even on a very basic level, the story does not work. It's not entertaining in any way, shape, or form. This is a motherfucker if I've ever seen one.
God damn, fuck yeah. I mean, like, as you said, this was mind-numbingly painful.
It felt like 3 hours.
To get
it's
through.
not, but it is.
Oh, it felt like 4. I mean, it just fucking dragged on.
I know, man.
It's such a good elevator pitch. I mean, you have like a fucking wonderful machine that can control weather, and it gets hijacked by someone.
Yeah. That's some trademark sci-fi right there.
That's perfect. Like,
Exactly. But you know what? No, we gotta inject all of these unnecessary drama, all this really shitty subplot of a spy thriller, and I mean they didn't blend them at all. It's almost like editing wise, like somebody just injected it right in the middle. Like,
Well, it's just and like the writing, I think in general is just all over the place. So
Yeah.
everyone's like trying to catch up. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And there's just no element to this that you can get behind whatsoever. From like the really bad direction, like I can tell for a lot of it, like the actors are like, and then I do what?
Yeah.
And even you were saying like Gerard couldn't even fucking remember his lines
I know.
the entire time. Like really, like it's not. There's some scenes here and there where it's like kind of scientific-y or just like it's just I
Not
think
at
it's
all,
just
though.
kind of just boring. It's just like what's my line again?
Yeah.
Can we wrap this up?
It was just passionless.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like everybody in this film just absolutely passionless. Anyone who was working on this, I just don't see. There was no one like, hey,
I know.
this isn't working.
Even moments that should have been badass, like when they finally catch up to the villain.
Yeah.
There's this pause, and it's just like, you know what? My brother has something to say to you. Oh my God, you're gonna punch him. Yeah, there you go. It is even on its.
Also, how will this
even how
cops get there
shitty it
so
is.
quick?
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Especially
so
when
weird.
it almost felt
When
like
the
there
city was on.
I know, like the cities were surprisingly empty for what,
Yeah.
like how shit was going down. Like the cops were like there on the scene, no longer caring that there's like fucking like a lightning a second, and like
Yeah.
out of the sky, you know.
Oh my
Like-
God, my favorite. Actually, no. You know what my favorite thing about this film was? No one cared that the Geostorm was over.
Oh, that's
the
true.
only thing they cared about was Gerard Butler survived.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of this film. Was that he fucking lived.
The scene that epitomizes what this movie was like to watch was when they're finally when everything goes down, they all survive the explosion. You know, they look back at it like badasses as they walk towards you in slow motion. Once all of that is said and done, Gerard Butler and his brother and his daughter are all fishing, and they're just
yeah.
like, "Why are we doing this? This is boring. What's going on? It's almost like it's almost like they themselves are waking up inside of the movie and reflecting on how shitty this is."
Fuck. Anyways, this.
I know he's looking like, "What are you looking at, Gerard?" My career.
Oh my God. Floating away.
I know. It went away the way of the satellite.
Yeah, goddamn. Like, I don't. He has a lot of work to do to redeem himself after this. Like, everyone on this, honestly.
He can have that one movie. He just needs
He
one
could.
really good dramatic role. Yeah.
He better.
But he
better
better
tell
find
his
it.
agent. Don't call me. My motherfucking anything. Unless it's fucking 12 for 10, alright?
If this ain't Tour de Force, I'm gonna kick your ass.
For real. Oh man, it's gonna be a hard recovery for everyone. Because this is
Everyone
just
involved.
not.
Dude, we're talking about this like it was an actual disaster.
It
Like,
was.
You know, like, please, donate your money to Gerard Butler. $5 would make a difference.
Fucking do it to. Give that money to
I
me,
know,
man.
right?
I'm emotionally scarred after this fucking film, man. I don't want to go to the movies again.
I know, man.
This was savage. Like, fuck you guys and your double special weekends, man. Fucking My Little Pony and fucking Geostorm. Fucking done.
Are you still committed to breaking Q the review?
Fucking, I'm not committed to anything after this. Clean slate.
Life has no meaning.
And with that, I give this film a motherfucker.
In case it wasn't
In case
clear
you didn't
where that was going.
Motherfuck.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Well, I'll let you recover. Thank you all so much for listening. Of course, you know our content is mainly as audio form in a podcast. That's our main shindig. So you can find us on Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes. You can find us on Facebook. Recommend what movies you would want us to watch. What shows, what videos, what random creepy tape you found in your uncle's garage. We'll watch it. We'll do it. So, yes, definitely get in touch with us. Oh man, I don't know. I never thought I would see a movie so bad that it would make me appreciate freaking
My Little
Independence
Pony.
Day. And and Independence Day and Godzilla, just those Emmerich movies. I never thought I would feel like I can get so much worse.
Oh, I know. For real, I really need to watch Godzilla now.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Just watching a bunch of lizards running away from falling chandeliers.
I honestly would rewatch 2012 right now.
That was fun.
It was a decently filmed, and like at least the CGI was.
It was
better than that one.
entertaining at the most.
At the most, which is more than I can say about this fucking film. But again, let us know how we're doing, guys. What we can watch. Obviously, we will watch fucking anything. So
if that much is not clear,
we will bear through pretty much goddamn anything. So let us know, and we'll fucking watch it. And we'll see you next time. And well, you may not see Mario again after this. We'll see ya.